never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented
Good afternoon, baseball fans. You are here on Yankees The Ugly Truth with Ken for today's live play-by-play. Sorry, I'm a couple minutes late. I was out having lunch with the wife, and traffic was bad getting back here, so I'm running just a little bit behind. Today, we are calling the Game 2 of the Yankees facing off against the Toronto Blue Jays at the Rogers Center. On the bump for the New York Yankees is going to be our 1A ace, Cam Schlittler, facing off against a nemesis of the Yankees, Kevin Gausman. I'm going to go over the lineups quickly here before game starts. I'm running a couple of minutes behind, but we still have 2 minutes before game start time. So leading off, playing first base is going to be Ben Rice today. Hitting out of the 2-hole is going to be the new right fielder, Jason Dominguez. Hitting in the 3-hole is going to be left fielder Cody Bellinger. Cleaning up today will be the DH Paul Goldschmidt. In the 5-hole is going to be Jazz Chisholm Jr. manning second base. In the 6-hole is going to be Spencer Jones playing center field. In the 7-hole will be the shortstop Jose Caballero. In the 8-hole is going to be Ryan McMahon manning third base. Bringing up the rear is going to be J.C. Escara behind the dish. And on the mound, as I said before, Cam Schlittler. Coming up for the Blue Jays is going to be George Springer leading off DHing. Nathan Lukes will be in center field, hitting out of the 2-hole. In the 3-hole is going to be Katsuma Okamoto playing third base. Jesse Sanchez will be in left field, hitting cleanup. In the 4 spot is going to be second baseman Ernie Clement. Behind the dish in the 6th spot is going to be Venezuela. Pinago will be in right field, and McAdoo will be at left field in the 8-hole. Andres Jimenez will be behind the dish in the 9-hole, and on the bump is going to be Kevin Gausman. And that is your lineup for today. So, as you know, Trent Grisham was sent to the IL for 10 days with a hamstring strain. It is good to see Cabby in at shortstop. So as a corresponding move for the IL stint for Grisham, Jason Dominguez was called up. There was some type of news that I didn't see that apparently there's a complication with Giancarlo Stanton. And it was reported that he was supposed to be up in 10 days. So, and I'd like to welcome some of the folks who have chimed in. Yanks for Life, Margaret, James, appreciate y'all being here. We are just a couple of minutes before first pitch. How is y'all Saturday doing? Appreciate y'all being here. Ramon DeJesus is our umpire. He's in his 11th season as a major league umpire, and he is considered a pitcher-friendly umpire. And Big Ben Rice steps up to the plate. Gosman's ready. He sets and he fires. The first pitch is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. And Gosman sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is a line bouncer through the infield. And that eats Clement up and goes into right field. Rice is going to reach on a single. Coming up to bat is Jason Dominguez. That is an E4 on Cody Clement. First pitch to Dominguez is a splitter off the plate. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed. Count is 1-1. Gosman sets and fires. That pitch is off the plate. Count is 2-1 on Dominguez. Gosman sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed. Count is even at 2-2. That was a 95-mile-an-hour fastball at the top of the strike zone. Gosman sets and he fires. The pitch is down in the dirt. Count is now full on Dominguez. Yankees have a runner at first with one out or no outs. We are in the top of the first. Second hitter is up to bat. Jason Dominguez. Count is 3-2. Gosman sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is a fly ball to left field. Sanchez is underneath it, and he makes the play. Rice is forced to retreat back to first base. That is one away. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger, hitting .270 on the day. Ted Hobruds. And the first pitch to Bellinger is swung on and missed. That is a strike. Pitch from Gosman is right on the inside corner for call. Strike. And Gosman sets. Count is 0-2. And Cody waves at a splitter down in the dirt for strike three, and that is the second out. Goldie is up to bat. The first pitch is a slider down in the dirt. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and that is a four-seamer inside. Count is 2-0 on Goldie. Hey, Daver, what's up? Well, the game's just underway, so I guess we're doing all right. And the pitch is on the way, and Goldschmidt swings and misses at the 95-mile-an-hour fastball. And Gossman sets, pitch is on the way, and the ball is a towering fly ball to left field. Sanchez is banking it towards the line, and that is going to put it away, and that is going to do it for the Yankees in the top of the first. Coming to bat for the Blue Jays is going to be George Springer, Nathan Lukes, and Katsumoto Okamoto. So, for those of you that are here, when you chime in, I'll give you a shout out. Currently, we have an active poll that has started. We only have 2 votes, so if you could, let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. As you know, for every live stream, our goal is 30 likes. Currently, we are at 7, 23 23 away from our goal. So if you could, please hit the like button and share the channel out. And here on the Yankees The Ugly Truth, we are being simulcast on the Hardcore Sports Network with Mitch. So we want to thank them for supporting the stream. And I want to thank all of y'all for being here on your busy Saturday afternoon. Here at Yankees The Ugly Truth, we have 760 subscribers. Our next milestone is 765, so we're 5 away from that one. If you like live play-by-plays, hey, Thomas, welcome. I call them almost every day for you. If you like shorts, I drop a boatload of them. I dropped 2 yesterday. Been busy today and didn't get to put one together. And I host open panels. So if these things appeal to you, please consider becoming a member of Yankees The Ugly Truth. And Cam is throwing the last of his warm-up pitches. And Schlittler sets. First pitch is on the way. And that 98-mile-an-hour fastball paints the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike 1 on Springer. Count is 0-1. And Schlittler sets. Next pitch is on the way. And that paints the outside corner for a call. Strike 2. Count is 0-2 on Springer. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is soft ground ball to Chisholm. Chisholm flips it to Rice for the first out of the inning. Say hey to your Bob back, Thomas. And the pitch is on the way to Lucas. It is up high. Well, I can tell you for this fact of life, Monday is a day off, and I will be hosting an open panel on Monday. I'll be doing it from Philadelphia, and most likely it'll be at 8 p.m. I will build a stream for that. I am flying to Philly tomorrow. I leave, and the count is 2-0. Schlittler sets and fires, and that pitch is fouled off. Count is 2-1 on Luke's. Next pitch is on the way, and Lucas swings and misses at that cutter. Count is now evened at 2-2. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and that pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3, and that is the second out. Coming up to bat is Okamoto. And Schlittler sets, fires, and the pitch is way up high, 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Count is 1-0 on Okamoto. Next pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is evened out 1-1. Okamoto's hitting .230 on the season, 14 home runs, 40 RBIs, and a 740 OPS. Okamoto is the only Blue Jay with double-digit home runs this season. And the pitch is on the way, and that is up high. Count is now 2-1 on Okamoto. Next pitch is on the way. That is up and in. Count is now 3-1 on Okamoto. Next pitch is on the way, and that cutter paints the inside corner for call. Strike 2. Count is now full. 3-2. And Schlittler sets, fires, and that pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. And that is going to do it for the Blue Jays in the bottom of the first. That is a 1-2-3 inning for Schlittler. And coming up to bat in the top of the second is going to be Jazz Chisholm Jr., Spencer Jones, and Jose Caballero. I'm going to step away from the camera for just a half a sec. I need to grab a drink out of my fridge, and I'll be right back. And I am back. It's like magic. And in our active scoreboard today, there is only one current game on the hopper. The Cardinals are leading the Twins 4-2 in the top of the fifth. And as you know, heading to the bottom or the top of the second, we are at 0-0, and those are your two active games on the hopper for today. So how are we feeling about the game? Do we think that the Yankees are going to bounce back and take game 2 of the series? With Cam on the mound, I am definitely optimistic. And Gossman sets. First pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate, four-seamer. Count is 1-0 on Jazz. Jazz is hitting .232 on the season, 9 home runs, 29 RBIs, and a .716 OPS. Next pitch is on the way, and that is inside. Count is 2-0. Gossman sets, pitches on the way, and Jazz swings over the top of the splitter. Count is 2-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that splitter is even lower and swung on and missed. Count is evened at 2-2. Gossman sets and fires, and that splitter is in the dirt. Count is now full, 3-2. Next pitch is on the way, and Jazz fouls this one straight back. Count is going to remain 3-2 as we head to the 7th pitch of the at-bat. Gossman sets and fires, and Jazz swings over the top of the splitter for strike 3. And that is going to be the first out of the inning. First pitch to Jones is hammered straight at the second baseman. Clement flips it to McAdoo, and that is going to be the second out of the inning. Jose Caballero coming up to bat. Next pitch is on the way, and that is a four-seamer inside. Next pitch is on the way, and that is going to paint the bottom of the strike zone for call, strike 1. Count is 1-1 on Cab. And the next pitch is on the way, and that is tipped into the glove of the catcher. Next pitch is on the way, and Caballero swings and misses for strike 3. And that is going to do it for the Yankees in the top of the second. Coming up to bat is Jesus Sanchez, Ernie Clement, and Valenzuela. And welcome to the stream, Nancy. Appreciate you showing up for today's live play-by-play. As you know, we're heading to the bottom of the second. The score is 0-0. Sanchez, Clement, and Valenzuela are going to be up to face off against Cam Schlittler. 2 strikeouts in the first innings. Looking pretty good to start. For those of you that are here, our active poll is, will Cam shut down the Blue Jay offense today? We have 8 votes. So if you haven't voted, please let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. Our goal for every live play-by-play is 30 likes. We are currently at 10, so 20 away from our goal point for this live play-by-play. So if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And we are at 760 subscribers here on Yankees The Ugly Truth. If you are not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. We offer live play-by-plays, shorts quite frequently, and open panels. Next open panel is going to be on Monday around 8:30 from Philadelphia. I am going to be flying out tomorrow at 8 a.m. to take care of my mother for the week. I will be on the ground and my rig set up in time for the live play-by-play of Game 3. So no need to worry because I will be there. And the first pitch is on the way, and that is a 99-mile-an-hour sinker swung on and missed. Count is 0-1 on Sanchez. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is foul straight back. Count is 0-2. And Schlittler sets. And he fires. That curveball is swung on and missed for strike 3. That is Schlittler's 3rd strikeout of the game. That is 3 in a row. Coming up to bat is Ernie Clement. And the first pitch is on the way, and that is a 4-seamer way up high. Goes all the way to the backstop. Clement is hitting .306 on the season, 7 home runs, 28 RBIs, 793 OPS. And Schlittler sets. First pitch is on the way, and that is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike 1. Count is evened at 1-1 on Clement. Next pitch is on the way, and this is lined into right field. Dominguez fills it on a couple of hops and gets the ball back in. So that is the first hit of the day for either squad. So Clement is on board with 1 out. Brandon Venezuela coming up to bat, hitting .252 on the season, 7 home runs, 18 RBIs, and a 790 OPS. And Schlittler sets and fires, in the 98-mile-an-hour fastball paints the top of the screen or the zone. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and this is foul down the first base line. Count is 0-2. And the next pitch is on the way, and he paints the inside corner for call, strike 3. So that is Schlittler's 4th strikeout of the afternoon. Schlittler is at 23 pitches, so the pitch count is looking really good. Coming up to bat is Piniago, hitting .296, 4 home runs, 18 RBIs, and a .774 OPS. First pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off to the left side. Count is 0-1. And the home plate umpire is talking to Schlittler. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is up and in. Count is 1-1. And Schlittler sets, it fires, and the cutter is foul, tipped into the glove of Escara. Count is 1-2. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and that four-seamer is way outside. Count is evened at 2-2. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is up and out of the way. Count is now full, 3-2. Schlittler sets and fires, and the pitch is inside for ball 4. And that's going to be Schlittler's first walk of the afternoon. So the Blue Jays are going to have runners at first and second with 2 outs. Charles McAdoo coming up to bat, hitting .188 on the season, 1 homer, 3 RBIs, and a .563 OPS. And Schlittler checks on the runner at second. Pitch is on the way, and the sinker is just a bit high. Count is 1-0. Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is 1-1. Hey, Kaz. Next pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is now 1-2. McAdoo is a cousin of Hall of Fame NBA star Bob McAdoo. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is bounce to McMahon. McMahon is going to eat this one. So that is an infield single for McAdoo. Bases are now juiced full of Blue Jays. 2 outs. Coming up to bat is Andres Giménez. And Blake is out on the mound. Giménez is hitting .222 on the season, 6 home runs, 30 RBIs. Schlittler sets. First pitch is out of the way, and that is foul straight back. Count is 0-1. And Schlittler sets, checks on the runner at second. Pitch is on the way, and this is grounded to Jazz. Jazz fields it cleanly. Flyers to Rice, and that is going to be the 3rd out of the inning. And the Blue Jays are going to leave the bases loaded. Coming up for the Yankees in the top of the 3rd is going to be Ryan McMahon, J.C. Escara, and Ben Rice, 8, 9, and 1. And let's go check our active scoreboard out. In the bottom of the 6th, the Cardinals and the Twins are locked up at 4s. Heading to the top of the 3rd, the Yankees and Blue Jays are locked up at 0s. Next game's series start time is going to be at 4:05, so about 25 minutes away. You're going to see the Mariners and the Nationals, the Padres and the Orioles, and the Marlins and the Pirates all starting at the same time. Hey, Jonathan, welcome to the stream. So for those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. There are currently 10 votes in that poll. So let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. As you know, our goal for every live play-by-play is 30 likes. We're currently at 14, so 16 away from our goal. So if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. And if you are not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. We offer live play-by-plays, shorts quite frequently, dropped 2 yesterday, and open panels. My next open panel is going to be Monday at about 8:30 or so. So hop in and let's talk some baseball. If these things appeal to you, Yankees The Ugly Truth may be the place for you. Please consider subscribing. And the first pitch is on the way, and that paints the inside corner for call. Strike 1 on McMahon. McMahon is hitting .213 on the season, 7 home runs, 21 RBIs, and a .634 OPS. Next pitch is on the way, and that splitter is down low. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that splitter is inside. Count is now 2-1 on Big Mac. And the Blue Jay or Gossman sets and fires, and that four-seamer is up high. McMahon is able to check his swing, so the count is now 3-1 on Big Mac. Definitely held up on the check swing. Next pitch is on the way, and the splitter is off the plate for ball 4. So McMahon is going to have a leadoff walk. Coming up to bat is J.C. Escar, hitting 171 on the season. No home runs, 7 RBIs, and an 841 OPS. And the pitch is on the way, and that splitter paints the inside portion of the plate. Count is 0-1. And Gossman sets, pitch is on the way, and that splitter bounces in the dirt. Count is 1-1. Gossman sets and fires. That pitch is foul, tipped into the glove of the catcher. Count is 1-2. Next pitch is on the way, and this is a fly ball to center field. Luke is waiting on it, and he puts it away for the first out of the inning. McMahon is forced to retreat back to first base. Ben Rice is coming up to bat. Gossman sets, pitch is on the way, and Rice swings and misses at the splitter. Down low, count is 1-0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is down low. Count is 1-1. Rice reached in the first on an error by Clement. Gossman sets, and he fires, and Rice fouls the pitch off. Count is 1-2. That was a 96-mile-an-hour four-seamer. Hey, Unpopular, welcome from the Hardcore Sports Network. Next pitch is on the way, and Rice swings at the splitter out of the strike zone for call, strike 3. And that is going to be the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Jason Dominguez, 0 for 1 on the day. He flew out at his first plate appearance. And Gossman sets, pitch is on the way, the runner goes, and that is going to get McMahon at second. And that's going to do it for the Yankees in the top of the third. Coming up in the bottom of 3 is going to be is going to be Springer, Lucas, and Okamoto. 1, 2, 3, and that's what we're going to see. And the two games in our active scoreboard today at this time. Cardinals and Twins are locked up at 4s in the top of the 7th. As you know, going to the bottom of the 3rd here, the Blue Jays and Yankees have no score. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 10 votes at this time. So let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. We are at 16 likes, 14 short of our goal of 30 for every live play-by-play. So if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. So how are we feeling about Cam's performance for this afternoon thus far? And how are we feeling about Jason Dominguez recalled to the major leagues and him starting in right field today? Yeah, Jake, welcome to the stream. No hits. And the first pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 0-1 to Springer. Next pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate. Count is now 1-1. And Slittler sets. Next pitch is on the way, and that is a sinker off the plate. Count is now 2-1 on Springer. And pitch is on the way. Springer bounces this one to Caballero. Caballero fields it cleanly and shoots it to Rice at first for the first out of the inning. It is a miracle that Jose Caballero was starting his second game at shortstop while Anthony Volpe sits on the bench. Volpe was the only player not to get in the game yesterday. Slittler sets, and the first pitch to Lucas is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. And Slittler sets. Next pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and fouled off. Count is 0-2. And Slittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and that fastball, actually it's a cutter, is way up high. Count is 1-1, or 1-2, excuse me. Slittler sets and fires, and this ball is bounced to Rice at first. He flips to Slittler covering, and that is going to be the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Okamoto. Okamoto is 0-1 on the day with a strikeout in his first plate appearance. Slitler sets and fires, and the first pitch is fouled back. Count is 0-1. Slitler sets and fires, and that pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. Slitler sets and fires, and this pitch is driven into left field, and that is going to be out of here. He hit that one straight down the line. That one just cleared the wall. So the Blue Jays have a 1-0 lead. Coming up to bat is Jesse Sanchez, Jesus Sanchez, 0-1 on the day. First pitch is on the way. And this is a towering fly ball on the infield. And Caballero puts that one away on the infield dirt for the third out of the inning, but not before Okamoto hits a line drive home run. So the score is 1-0 Blue Jays. Coming up to bat is Dominguez, Bellinger, and Goldschmidt. So what are our thoughts on the game thus far? Dread, fear, optimism? Let me know what you're thinking. How do you feel about Cam Slitler's performance to this point? Well, Kaz, if Stanton hadn't gone down, Rice would have been playing first base every day. However, given the choice of a better first baseman, I'm going to take the better first baseman every day. And Goldie's bat has been hot, and he hasn't let us down. And Gossman sets and fires, and the four-seamer paints the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1 on Dominguez. Next pitch is on the way, and the four-seamer is down low. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the splitter is swung on and missed by Dominguez. Count is 1-2. Count is 1-2. Gossman sets, pitch is on the way, and Dominguez fouls this one weakly down the third base line. Count remains 1-2. Anticipate seeing a splitter on this one for the Attempted swing and the miss over the top of it. Gossman sets and fires, and the splitter is way off the plate. Count is evened at 2-2. Gossman sets and he fires, and this pitch is foul down the left field line. Count remains 2-2 as we head to the seventh pitch of the at-bat. Gossman sets and he fires, and that pitch is way up high. Count is now full on Dominguez, 3-2. Dominguez swings and skies this one to right field. And this one is going, and gone. That one just sneaks over the wall. So the game is tied at 1. That's Dominguez's second home run of the season. Traveled 357 feet at 97.1 miles per hour. And the Yankees have evened this one up at 1 apiece. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger, 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout in his first plate appearance. Gossman sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Gossman sets. Pitch is on the way, and Bellinger slaps this one foul down the third base side. Count is now 0-2. Gossman sets and fires, and that splitter is just tapped foul. Count remains 0-2. Gossman sets, pitch is on the way, and this is looped into left field. Sanchez is tracking it and is going to make the play for the first out. Coming up to bat is Paul Goldschmidt, 0 for 1 on the day. Pitch is on the way, and Goldie lines this one into right center field. Nathan Lucas is there to make the play for the second out. Gossman is at 54 pitches. Jazz Chisholm coming up to bat, 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout in his first plate appearance. And the pitch is on the way, and the splitter is off the plate. Count is 1-0. And the next pitch is on the way, and that is down low. Count is 2-0 on Jazz. Hey, SGA, welcome to the stream. Next pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate. Count is now 3-0 on Jazz. Gossman sets and he fires, and that four-seamer paints the upper outside corner. And of course, Jazz is going to challenge it. And he's going to be wrong again. And of course, that ball is completely in the strike zone. So Jazz loses the first. The Yankees lose their first challenges. And Gossman sets, he fires, and the fastball is off the plate for ball 4. So once again, Jazz wastes another Yankee challenge. I swear to God, Boone needs to restrict him. Right, 14 times out of 15 challenges, 26.7% correct rate. Coming up to bat is Spencer Jones. First pitch is on the way, and the fastball looks like it's a good strike, but it's called ball 1. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and this is driven to center field, and Lucas is coming in and makes the play for the third out of the inning. So that is going to do it for the Yankees, but not before the Yankees tie this one up with a solo shot home run from Jason Dominguez. Hey, Sean, welcome to the stream, brother. Appreciate you being here. And let's see. Currently, our active poll has 16 votes. So if you haven't, please drop your vote and let your voice be heard, your vote be counted. We are at 19 likes. Our goal is 30, so we're 11 away from our goal for every live play-by-play. So please hit the like button and share the channel out. And if you are not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. We do a lot of live play-by-plays. Did 146 last year during the regular season. This season I called the spring training games. Have missed, I think, only 2 actual games during the season. And I drop a lot of shorts. So if these are things that appeal to you, please consider subscribing. And in our active poll, or our active scoreboard, in the top of the 7th, the Cardinals have jumped out to a 9-4 lead on the Twins. As you know, heading into the bottom of the 4th, this game is tied at 1 apiece. Coming up to bat is Cody Clement. 1 for 1 on the day. Ernie had a single in his first plate appearance. And the pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is sky to center field. Spencer Jones is on it, and he puts it away for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Brandon Venezuela, 0 for 1 on the day, struck out in his first plate appearance. And Schlittler sets. First pitch is out of the way, and that is a fastball just inside. Count is 1-0. Schlittler sets and fires, and this one is hammered foul down the right field line. Count is 1-1. And Slitler sets and fires, and the next pitch is just inside. Count is 2-1. And Slitler is challenging this one. And he is incorrect. So the Yankees have lost their 2 challenges by the 4th inning. And the next pitch is on the way, and that is a 95-mile-an-hour cutter down low. Count is 3-1. Hey, John the Beagle Dad, welcome to the stream. And the next pitch is on the way, and that is way inside for ball 4. Ed Pidjago is coming up to bat. Had a walk at his first plate appearance. First pitch is on the way. The curveball is down low. Count is 1-0. Slitler sets and fires, and Piniago fouls the ball off down the third base line. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and this is skied foul straight back. Count is 1-2. Next pitch is on the way, and Piniago fouls that one straight back. Count remains 1-2. Hey, Dev, welcome to the stream. Slitler sets, pitch is on the way, and this is sky down the left field line. That's going to be out of play. Count remains 1-2 as we head to the 6th pitch of the at-bat. So, Cam, you've flashed everything up high. Time to put something in the outside quadrant down low. Slitler sets and he fires, and that pitch is way up high. Count is 2-2, and Slitler is at his 60th pitch. Slitler sets and fires, and that ball is hammered into left field. Bellinger's going to get it off the wall. Valenzuela is running to third. And Valenzuela is going to have a double, or Piniago is going to have a double. So the Blue Jays have runners at second and third with 1 out. So coming up to bat is McAdoo, 1 for 1 on the day with an infield hit. First pitch is on the way, and that is a line drive and a diving Jazz Chisholm. So that is the second out. So that is the second out. Andres Jimenez coming up to bat. There are still runners at second and third now with 2 outs. And Slittler sets. First pitch is on the way. And that is a 96-mile-an-hour cutter in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Hey, Dave. Welcome to the stream. Next pitch is on the way, and that four-seamer is way up high. Count is 1-1. Blue Jays have runners at second and third with 2 outs. 1-1 count on Jimenez. Hey, Rob, welcome to the stream. Slittler sets. Next pitch is on the way, and that one is fouled straight back. Count is 1-2. Slittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is fouled straight back. Count remains 1-2 as we head to the 5th pitch of the at-bat. Slittler is at 66 pitches in the bottom of the 4th. All right, Cam, let's get it done. Rock and fire, baby. Slittler sets, and he fires, and that pitch is swung and missed for strike 3. That was a 96-mile-an-hour cutter. So he is going to dodge a bullet. Blue Jays are going to leave runners on at second and third. Coming up in the top of the 5th is going to be Jose Caballero, Ryan McMahon, and J.C. Escara. 7, 8, 9. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We're at 19 votes, so thank you for those of you who have participated. Let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. In our active scoreboard, the Cardinals lead the Twins 9-4 in the top of the 8th. As you know, going to the top of 5, the Yankees and Blue Jays are tied up at 1s. In the bottom of the 1st, the Nationals have a 2-0 lead on the Mariners. In the top of the 1st, the Padres have a 4-0 lead on the O's. In the bottom of the 1st, the Marlins and the Pirates are locked up at 0s. In the top of the 1st, the Rangers and the Tigers are locked up at 0s. Top of the 1st, the Tigers and the Guardians Tigers have a 1-0 lead on the Guardians. Top of the 1st, the Diamondbacks have a 1-0 lead on the Reds. Top of the 1st, the Dodgers have a 1-0 lead on the White Sox. Top of the 1st, the Braves and the Mets are locked up at 0s. And that is your active scoreboard at this time. Currently, we are at 22 likes, 8 short of our goal of 30 for every live play-by-play. So if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you are not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. We're your place for live play-by-plays, shorts, and open panels. And Gossman sets. And the slider is low and off the plate. Count is 1-0 on Cabs. Gossman sets. Pitch is on the way. And Caballero fouls this one straight back. Count is 1-1. Gossman sets. Pitch is on the way, and that one is fouled straight back too. Count is 1-2 on Caballero. Cabby is 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. Next pitch is on the way, and Caballero taps this one foul down the first base line. Count remains 1-2. Pitch is on the way, and Caballero is called out on strikes. That is going to be the first out. Caballero is down looking. Coming up to bat is Ryan McMahon. He walked at his first plate appearance. First pitch is on the way, and it is fouled down the third base line. Count is 0-1. McMahon does not have official plate appearance. He walked in his first at bat and then was subsequently caught stealing. And Gossman sets, pitches on the way, and that is a four-seamer up high. Count is 1-1. Gossman sets, fires, and that splitter is down low. Count is 2-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the splitter is off the plate. Count is 3-1. Gossman sets and fires, and this ball is popped up to the right or left side, and Sanchez is going to come in and make the play for the second out. Coming up to bat is J.C. Escara. 0 for 1 on the day, flew out in the third inning. Gossman sets and he fires. The first pitch is going to paint the outside corner for call, strike one. Next pitch is on the way, and that is a splitter off the plate. Count is 1-1. And Gossman sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is skied to shallow center field. Lucas is there, and he puts it away for the third out. And the Yankees go down in order in the top of the fifth. Coming up to bat is Springer, Lucas, and Okamoto. Well, well, well. Offense is certainly not looking impressive today. Currently, the Yankees have one hit, a Jason Dominguez home run. Hey, Real Bill, welcome to the stream, brother. Appreciate you being here. For those of you that are here, we have 19 votes in our active poll. So if you haven't placed your vote, let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. We are at 22 likes, 8 short of our goal of 30 for every live play-by-play. So if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. And it looks like we lost a sub. We are now at 759 subscribers. So our next milestone, I guess, is 760. So we're one off of that one. If you like live play-by-plays, shorts, and open panels, please consider subscribing to Yankees The Ugly Truth. So how are we feeling today, Real Bill? And Slittler sets. First pitch is on the way. And that is swung on and missed by Springer. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is a cutter off the plate. Count is even at 1-1. Slittler sets and fires, and that pitch is way up high. Count is now 2-1 on Springer. Next pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate. Count is 3-0 or 3-1. Slittler sets and fires. That pitch is up high, so that's going to be ball 4 to Springer. Leadoff rudder walked. Hey, Susan, welcome to the stream. Coming up to bat is Nathan Lukes, 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a ground out. And Slittler sets. There's a pickoff attempt at first base. Springer is in head first safe. You missed a home run by Okamoto, and then the following inning, a home run by Jason Dominguez. Score is 1-1. Not a lot of offense. Dominguez's hit was the only hit the Yankees have had today. We've had a few runners on by the walk and an error. And the pitch is on the way. That is down low. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and that is a sinker up high. Count is 2-1. Oh, And something that you missed, the Yankees have lost both their challenges as of the fourth inning. Pitch is on the way, and that is called ball three. That was definitely in the strike zone, but we don't have a challenge, so we can't do anything about it. And Schlittler sets and fires, and that is a 4-pitch walk, ball 4. Yep, Jazz called for a challenge of the ball. It was 3-0, and the ball was completely in the strike zone, so we lost that one. And Schlittler called for one, and Blake is heading out to the mound. Okamoto is 1 for 2 on the day with a solo shot home run and a Schlittler sets and fires, and that cutter is down low. 5 straight balls. Schlittler sets, fires, and that cutter is called strike 1. Paul Blackburn is warming up in the Yankee bullpen. And the pitch is on the way, and this is bounced to Caballero. He flips to second, relay to first, and that is a double play. So the Blue Jays are going to have a runner at third with 2 outs. He's out of there. They're not going to challenge. Jesus Sanchez coming up to bat, 0 for 2 on the day with a line out and a strikeout. Schlittler sets and fires, and that pitch paints the outside corner for call. Strike 1. Nice cutter. And Schlittler sets, fires, and that pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-2. And Schlittler sets, fires, and that cutter is way up high. Count is 1-2 on Sanchez. All right, Cam, you've been throwing this guy balls up and away all day long. You need to come in, change his eye level, or low and away. Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and that's another cutter up high. Count remains 1-2. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed for strike 3. So Schlittler gets out of a jam in the bottom of the 5th. Coming up in the top of the 5th is going to be Ben Rice, Jason Dominguez, and Cody Bellinger. What's 73% wrong? Yeah, he's 4 for 15. Sub pitiful for challenges. And in our active scoreboard for today, in the top of the 9th, the Cardinals lead the Twins 9-5. As you know, heading to top of 6, the Yankees and Blue Jays are tied at 1. In the bottom of the 2nd, the Nationals have a 3-0 lead on the Mariners. In the bottom of the 2nd, the Pirates have a 1-0 lead on the Marlins. In the bottom of 2, the Rangers and the Red Sox are tied at 0s. In the top of the 2nd, the Tigers have a 1-0 lead on the Guardians. In the bottom of the 2nd, the Diamondbacks have a 1-0 lead on the Reds. Top of 2, the Dodgers have a 3-0 lead on the White Sox. And in the top of the 2nd, the Braves have a 1-0 lead on the Mets. And that is your active scoreboard at this time. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your like or drop your vote in our active poll. We are at 20 votes, so let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. As you know, our goal for every live play-by-play is 30 likes. We are currently at 23, 7 away from our goal, so please hit the like button and share the channel out. Gausman sets, and the first pitch is on the way. That is down low. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and the splitter is down low. Count is 2-0. And Gausman sets and fires, and the splitter is swung on and missed. Count is 2-1. And Gausman sets. Next pitch is on the way, and Bryce swings over the top of a splitter. Count is even at 2-2. What do you want to bet he sees a splitter again? Away. Next pitch is on the way, and the splitter is away, and that is grounded to McAdoo at first base. He's going to take it himself, and that is going to be 1 away. Coming up to bat in Dominguez is 1 for 2 on the day with a solo shot home run. Next pitch is on the way, and Dominguez swings over the top of a splitter. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and Dominguez swings over the top of that splitter. Count is 0-2. Next pitch is on the way, and the splitter is off the plate. Count is 1-2. Ed Gausman sets. He fires it at Fastball paints the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike 3. Sid Dominguez is down looking. Second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger. 0 for 2 on the day. Gossman sets and he fires. Pitch is foul down the third base line. Count is 0-1. Gossman sets and he fires. That pitch is up off the plate. Count is 1-1. And Gossman sets, pitch is on the way, and Bellinger fouls this one off into the left field stands. Count is 1-2. Gossman sets and fires it. Billy taps the splitter foul. Count is 1-2. Gossman sets and Billy fouls the splitter off again. Count remains 1-2. Gossman is at 88 pitches per game. Gossman sets and he fires. That pitch is in the dirt. Count is now 2-2. And Gossman sets. Pitch is on the way, and Bellinger fouls this one into the left field stands. Count remains 2-2 as we head to the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Gossman is at 90 pitches. Rest assured, this is probably his last inning, if he makes it through this one. Gossman sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is bounced up to Jimenez. Jimenez is going to field it and fire to McAdoo for the 3rd out of the inning. Sid Gossman has retired 7 in a row. Innings limit for Cam, he should be on 1, but I doubt that the Yankees will have him on 1. And for those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 22 votes. And as you know, our goal for every live play-by-play is 30 likes. We are currently at 25, so we are 5 down. So if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. And Landon, the score is 1-1. Heading to the top of 7. Coming up to bat, or hitting the bottom of 6. Coming up to bat is Ernie Clement, Brandon Venezuela, and Pinago. If you are not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, We are at 759 subscribers, one short of our next milestone of 760. So if you can, please hit the sub button. And coming up to bat is Ernie Clement. First pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and this is line to center field. Spencer Jones has a nice running catch for the first out of the inning. Valenzuela is coming up to bat. Looks like Brett Hedrick is warming up in the bullpen. He is 0 for 1 on the day, struck out looking and walked. First pitch is on the way, and the curveball is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. And next pitch is on the way, and this is lined into left field. Dominguez is going to play it on 2 hops. So that is a 1-out single for Valenzuela. Piniago is 1 for 1 on the day with a double. First pitch is on the way, and Piniago fouls the 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Count is 0-1. And Slitler sets, fires, and the pitch is down low. Count is 1-1. And Slitler sets, fires, and the cutter is down low. Count is now 2-1. Slitler is at 91 pitches. Next pitch is on the way, and the cutter is down low. Count is 3-1. Slitler has 6 strikeouts on the day with 4 walks. And Slitler sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is lined up the middle to Caballero. Caballero steps on second, fires to first, and that is going to be a double play. So that is going to be a 6-6-3 double play for Caballero. And that is going to do it for the Blue Jays at the end of 6. Coming up for the Yankees in the top of the 7th is going to be Paul Goldschmidt, Jazz Chisholm, and Spencer Jones. And in our active scoreboard today, the Cardinals have a 9-5 lead on the Twins in the bottom of the ninth. As you know, heading to the top of 7, the Yankees and Blue Jays are tied up at 1. In the bottom of the third, the Nationals have a 3-0 lead on the Mariners. In the top of the second, the Padres have a 4-2 lead on the Orioles. In the top of 3, the Marlins and the Pirates are locked up at 1s. In the bottom of the third, the Rangers have a 1-0 lead on the Red Sox. In the top of 3, the Tigers and the Guardians are locked up at 1s. In the top of the third, the Diamondbacks have a 1-0 lead on the Red Sox. In the top of the third, the Dodgers have a 3-0 lead on the White Sox in the top of 3. In the top of 3, the Braves have a 1-0 lead on the Mets. And that is your active scoreboard for this time. If you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 23 votes, so let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. Our goal for every live play-by-play is 30 likes. We're at 28, so 2 away from our goal. So if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. Here on Yankees The Ugly Truth, we are at 759 subscriptions, 1 away from our milestone of 760. So if you like live play-by-plays, shorts, and open panels, this may be the place for you. And the first pitch to Goldschmidt is outside for ball 1. And Gossman sets. Fires, and the four-seamer is inside. Count is 2-0 on Goldie. And Gossman is at 93 pitches. Gossman sets, and he fires, and the splitter is down low. Count is 3-0 on Goldschmidt. Gossman sets, and he fires, and that pitch is going to be right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike 1. Count is 3-1. And it looks like Nance is warming up in the bullpen for the Blue Jays. Gossman sets, pitch is on the way, and this is skied on the infield. McAdoo is tracking it, and he is going to make the play in foul territory for the first out. Jazz Chisholm Jr. is coming up to bat. 0 for 1 on the day with a walk and a strikeout. And the first pitch is on the way. That splitter is down low. Count is 1-0. Gossman is at 97 pitches. And Gossman sets, pitch is on the way, and that paints the outside corner for call. Strike 1, count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is in there for call. Strike 2. Guess what, Jazz? We have no damn challenges left, so you can't challenge it. Count is 1-2. And Gossman sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off by Jazz. Count remains 1-2, and Gossman has just thrown his 100th pitch of the game. And Gossman sets. Pitch is on the way, and that splitter is off the plate. Count is 2-2. That's funny, Kaz. Next pitch is on the way, and Jazz taps this one up the middle. And Jimenez fields it and fires to McAdoo for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Spencer Jones, 0 for 2 on the day with a ground out and a line out. And Gossman sets. First pitch is on the way, and that is tap foul. Count is 0-1 on Jones. Gossman is at 103 pitches. You're right, that is the second out. Next pitch is on the way, and Jones fouls the splitter off. Count is 0-2. Next pitch is out of the way, and Jones swings over the top of the splitter for a call, strike 3. So that is a good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Spencer Jones. Coming up in the bottom of the 7th is going to be McAdoo, Jimenez, and Springer, 8, 9, and 1. So for those of you just hopping in the stream, the score is 1-1. Yankees have one hit, a solo shot home run by Jason Dominguez. I guess we're going to find out if Cam comes out for the bottom of 7. I think his pitch count was in the 90s, so I'm not sure. I know that they had Paul Blackburn warming up in the bullpen. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We currently have 23 votes. So let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. As you know, we shoot for 30 likes for every live play-by-play. We are at 20, or 29, one away from our goal. So if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. If you are not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. We offer you live play-by-plays, a boatload of shorts, and live open panels where everyone from the chat is able to come up. And it looks like Schlittler is coming out to face McAdoo. First pitch is on the way, and that is a sinker up high. Count is 1-0. Schlittler is at 94 pitches. Next pitch is on the way, and this is grounded to Jazz. Jazz fields it and shoots it to Rice for the first out. Andres Jimenez coming up to bat. And Jimenez bunts this one in the air, and he is going to be there safe. Looks like Schlittler might have stepped on Jimenez sliding head first into first base's hand. No, he didn't step on his hand. So we are still in an injury delay. They're checking out Jimenez's hand. And it looks like he's going to stay in the game. Coming up to bat is George Springer, 0 for 2 on the day with a walk. Yeah, he didn't step on his hand. I'll lay money that he jammed his hand on the bag. And Tyler Rogers is warming up in the bullpen. Pitch is on the way, and this is grounded to Jazz. Jazz is going to fire to first. Jimenez is going to move to first or second with 2 outs. Schlittler is at 97 pitches. Lucas is coming up to bat, 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout, a walk, and the first pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 0-1. And Schlittler sets and fires, and that pitch is off the plate. Count is 1-1. And Schlittler sets. He fires, and that pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2 on Lucas. Schlittler sets, and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. So that is going to be 7 innings of 1-run baseball for Cam. As we head to the top of the 8th, coming up to bat is going to be Jose Caballero, Ryan McMahon, and J.C. Escara, 7, 8, and 9. And they're going to face, most likely, Tyler Rogers. Submariner from hell. Okay, so now we're at 28 likes. So if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. Our goal is 30 for every live play-by-play. So we're 2 off our mark. And we currently have, actually, I can end that one. And in our active poll today, will Cam shut down the Blue Jay offense? 74% said yes. 26% said no. We had 23 votes, and the yeas have it. I say 1 run is a shutdown of the offense. So thank you for everybody who participated in our active poll. And the first pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is 0-1. Rogers sets and fires, and that sinker is off the plate. Count is evened at 1-1. Rogers sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate. Count is 2-1. Next pitch is on the way, and Caballero swings and misses. Count is evened at 2-2. And the next pitch is on the way, and Caballero swings and misses for strike 3. So that is Caballero's 3rd strikeout of the day. Coming up to bat is Ryan McMahon, 0-for-1 on the day with a base on balls and caught stealing. First pitch is on the way, and that is in there for call, strike 1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is called, strike 2. Count is 0-2 on McMahon. And you can almost guarantee money that Louis Varland is going to come in the next inning. And Rogers sets and fires. That pitch is fouled off. Rogers sets, Eddie fires. The pitch is off the plate. Count is 1-2. Next pitch is on the way, and that one is fouled off. Count remains 1-2 on McMahon. Next pitch is on the way, and McMahon lines this one to left field, and that is just foul. So the count remains 1-2 as we head to the 7th pitch of the at-bat. All right, guys, I'm not sure what the hell we're talking about. And the next pitch is on the way, and that is inside. Count is evened at 2-2 as we head to the 8th pitch of the at-bat. All right, Big Mac, do your thing, baby. And it looks like Fernando Cruz is warming up in the bullpen. Pitch is on the way, and McMahon chops this one right at Rogers. Rogers is going to flip it to McAdoo for the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is J.C. Escarra at 0 for 2 on the day. First pitch is on the way, and Escarra fouls this one down the first base line. Count is 0-1. Escarra is 0 for 2 on the day with a pair of flyouts. Pitch is on the way, and that is down low. Count is 1-1. It looks like Valenzuela is going to challenge this one. And it is confirmed that it was a ball. So Toronto loses their first challenge. They have one left. Next pitch is on the way, and this is bounced up the middle. So that is through for a base hit. So it looks like Volpe is coming out to pinch run for Escarra. So that's going to bring the top of the lineup up. Ben Rice coming up to bat. First pitch is on the way, and that pitch is in there for call, strike one. Next pitch is on the way, and Rice hammers this one down the first base line. The runner was going, and Volpe is going to go to third base. So that is a base hit for Rice. So the Yankees have runners at first and third with 2 men out. Coming up to bat is Jason Dominguez, 1 for 3 on the day with a solo shot home run. Looks like they have a mound visit going on. And Rogers sets. The first pitch to Dominguez is low and outside. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and that is up and in. Count is 2-0 on Dominguez. Next pitch is on the way, and that paints the top of the strike zone for call, strike one. Count is 2-1. Next pitch is on the way, and Dominguez hammers this one. And McAdoo lays out and gets it. And he steps on the bag for the final out of the inning. Damn it. He took an RBI away from Dominguez with that layout. Good play for McAdoo. Hey, Chef Nick. How you doing, brother? Appreciate you being here. So coming up in the bottom of the eighth is going to be Okamoto, Sanchez, and Clement. And I believe that Fernando Cruz will be coming into the game. And in our active scoreboard today, the Cardinals defeat the Twins 9-6. As you know, heading to the bottom of the eighth, the Yankees and Blue Jays are tied at 1. In the top of the fifth, the Nationals have a 3-0 lead on the Mariners. In the top of 4, the Padres have a 4-2 lead on the O's. Bottom of the fourth, the Pirates have a 2-1 lead on the Marlins. In the top of the the bottom of the fourth, the Rangers and Red Sox are tied up at 2s. Bottom of the fourth, the Guardians have a 3-1 lead on the Tigers. In the top of the fifth, the Diamondbacks and the Reds are locked up at 1s. In the top of the fourth, the Dodgers lead the White Sox 4-0. In the top of the fifth, the Braves lead the Mets 2-0. And that is your current active scoreboard at this time. And Okamoto is coming up to bat. Oh, for shit's sakes. Caballero moves to right field. Dominguez is out of the game. Ali Sanchez is behind the dish, and Volpe is in at shortstop. And the count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way. That is off the plate. Count is now 2-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is down low. Count is 3-1. Cruz sets and fires, and that pitch is right down the heart of Broadway. Count is evened up at 2-2. Actually, fastball was in there for a strike. Count is 3-2. Next pitch is on the way, and the sinker is down low for ball 4. Or the splitter is down low for ball 4. Yankees have no challenges. They were blown in the 4th inning. Coming up to bat is Jesus Sanchez, 0 for 3 on the day with a pair of strikeouts and a pop out. Cruz sets, and the first pitch is a splitter in the dirt. And Cruz sets. Four-seamer is just off the plate. Count is 2-0. Cruz sets and fires, and that slider is off the plate. Count is now 3-0. Next pitch is on the way, and that is down low for ball 4. So the Blue Jays are going to have runners at first and second with nobody out. Kerman up to bat is Ernie Clement. And it looks like Miles Straw is coming in to pinch run for Jesus Sanchez. Blake is heading out to the mound. And Hedrick and Blackburn are warming up in the pen again. And Cruz steps off and chases the runner back to second. First disengagement. Pitch is out of the way, and the butt is popped up. Rice catches the pop up, so that is the first out. And Braden Valenzuela is coming up to bat. 1 for 2 on the day with a base on balls and a strikeout. And Cruz sets. Checks on the runner at second. Pitch is on the way, and the splitter is swung on and missed for strike 1. Count is 0-1. Cruz sets and fires, and that splitter is in the dirt. Count is evened out 1-1. Good block by Sanchez. Cruz sets and fires, and that pitch is a splitter that catches the outside strike zone for call. Strike 2. Count is even or at 1-2. Cruz sets, pitches all the way, and that splitter is inside. Count is 2-2. And how do you do? And Cruz sets. And there's a pickoff attempt at second. Okamoto is back in head first safe. And of course, the fans are booing profusely as usual. Cruz sets. And he fires. The pitch is off the plate. Count is now full. 3-2. And Cruz sets. Pitch is on the way, and Valenzuela swings through and misses on the splitter for strike 3. That is going to be the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Piniago, 1 for 2 on the day with a double and a base on balls. And the first pitch is on the way, and that splitter is in the dirt. Count is 1-0. Cruz sets. Pitch is on the way, and that splitter is down low. Count is 2-0. Pitch is on the way, and that splitter is off the plate. Count is now 3-0. Next pitch is on the way, and that splitter is down low for ball 4. So that is going to load the bases up. So this is 3 walks in the inning for Cruz. Bases are loaded with 2 outs. McAdoo is coming up to bat, 1 for 3 on the day. First pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is 0-1 on McAdoo. Cruz sets and he fires, and that pitch is off the plate. Count is 1-1. All right, Fernando, time to get nasty, baby. Cruz sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is a pop-up on the first base side. Rice is going to make the play right in front of the dugouts, and that is going to do it for the Blue Jays in the bottom of the 8th. No runs, no hits, and the bases are left juiced. Coming up to bat in the top of the 9th is going to be Bellinger, Goldschmidt, and Chisholm. And I guarantee Louis Varland is coming into the game. For those of you that are on our stream, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We currently have 8 votes, so let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. We currently are at 28 likes, too short of our goal for every live play-by-play. So if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. We are at 759 subs, one short away from our goal of 760. So if you like live play-by-plays, shorts, I drop a lot of them. I call play-by-plays almost every day. And open panels, well, please consider subscribing to Yankees The Ugly Truth, because this may be the place for you. My next open panel will be on our day off on Monday, probably about 8:30 or so p.m. I will be in Philadelphia transiting from Virginia Beach to take care of my mother for the next week or so. And Varland is indeed coming into the game. And Varland sets and fires, and Bellinger fouls this one away. Bellinger is 0 for 3 on the day with a strikeout. Next pitch is on the way, and Bellinger skies this one to center field, and this is going to drop in for a leadoff base hit. Hey, Dave. Rice did save Cruz's ass on that one. Coming up to bat is Paul Goldschmidt. The first pitch is waved at by Goldie. Count is 0-1. Pitch is on the way, and this is going, and gone. That is a 2-run homer by Paul Goldschmidt. And the Yankees take a 3-1 lead on the Blue Jays in the top of the ninth. That is Goldie's 9th home run of the season. It went 400 feet and traveled 103.2 miles an hour. Let's go, Yankees. 3-1 lead. Professional hitter. First pitch to Jazz is a knuckle curve in there called strike one. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and Jazz fouls it off. Count is 0-2. Next pitch is on the way, and Jazz fouls this one down the left field line. Count remains 0-2. Yeah, Bednar is warming up in the bullpen, guys. Pitch is on the way, and this is ripped into right center field. Straw is on the run, and he makes the play on the warning track for the first out. Coming up to bat is Spencer Jones. Pitch is on the way, and this is grounded to Clement. Clement fields it cleanly and fires to McAdoo for the second out. Coming up is Jose Caballero, who is the proud owner of a hat trick, 0 for 3 on the day with 3 strikeouts. So, can we do something, Cabby, this time? And Varland sets. First pitch is on the way, and he takes that one right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike 1. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and Cabby swings and fouls the slider off. Count is 0-2. And Varland sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is going to bounce away from the catcher. Count is 1-2. And Varland sets. Pitch is on the way, and that one is going to get a piece of Caballero, but he swings at it. So they're going to call him out at strikes, and here comes Boone. And that is going to do it for the Yankees in the top of the ninth, but not before they score 2 runs on a 2-run homer by Paul Goldschmidt. So the Yankees are heading to the bottom of 9, leading 3-1. And it looks like David Bednar is going to be coming into the game to try to close this one down. He will be facing Andres Jimenez, George Springer, and Nathan Lukes. Set 9-1-2. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 10 current votes. As you know, our goal for every live play-by-play is 30 likes. We are at 28. So if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And we are at 759 subscribers, one short of our milestone of 760. So if you like live play-by-plays, I'm here to call them almost every day. If you like shorts, I drop a lot of them, over 200 since the off season. And I host open panels where everyone can come up and talk baseball. So if these are things that appeal to you, Yankees The Ugly Truth may be the place for you. Please consider subscribing. And Bednar is definitely coming in for Cruz. Jimenez is 1 for 3 on the day with a single and a strikeout. Bednar sets, and the first pitch is a fastball just down low. Count is 1-0. Bednar sets, pitch is on the way, and that paints the bottom of the strike zone for call, strike 1. Jimenez is going to challenge this one. And it is confirmed that it was a strike, so the Blue Jays lose their last challenge. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the splitter is inside. Count is 2-1 on Jimenez. Next pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off down the first base line. Count is even at 2-2. And Bednar sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed for strike 3. First out of the inning. Coming up to bat is George Springer, 0 for 3 on the day with a base on balls. And Bednar sets, fires, and the fastball paints the outside corner for call, strike 1. Count is 0-1. That was a 97-mile-an-hour four-seamer. And Bednar sets. Next pitch is on the way, and that paints the bottom of the strike zone for call, strike 2. Count is 0-2. Bednar sets, it fires, and that splitter is in the dirt. Count is 1-2. And Bednar sets. Pitch is on the way, and Springer swings through the fastball for strike 3. So that is 2 straight strikeouts for Bednar. Nathan Lukes is coming up to bat, 0 for 3 on the day with a pair of strikeouts and a base on balls. And the first pitch is on the way. And Lukes fouls this one down the left field line. Count is 0-1 on Lukes. Lucas. Bednar sets. Pitch is on the way, and that paints the bottom of the strike zone for call, strike 2. Count is 0-2. And the Yankees are 1 strike away from closing this one down. Bednar sets. Pitch is on the way, and the splitter is just tap foul. Gets a piece to stay alive. Count remains 0-2. We're in the bottom of the ninth. There are 2 outs. No runners on. Nathan Lucas is on the base at the plate. Bednar sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed for strike 3. So that is 3 straight strikeouts for Bednar, and he is going to nail this game down. Yankees are going to take this game 3-1. Man, that was a heart banger for sure. And for all the Goldie critics, please stop. There's a reason that we brought him back. He is a professional hitter. And our numbers for today's game: Yankees have 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors. Blue Jays have 1 run on 6 hits and 1 error. Fernando Cruz is going to take the win and advance his record to 4-1. Louis Varland is going to take the loss, and his record is going to fall to 3-2. David Bednar is going to get his 14th save of the season, and this series is evened up at 1 apiece. So tomorrow is the rubber match to see who takes the series. I will be flying to Philadelphia in the morning. Be there by 9 o'clock. I'll have my rig set up in time to call the series finale. I believe game time, give me 1 second. Game time is at 1:37, so I will be on at 1:30 to call the play-by-play for y'all today or tomorrow. Thank you for everybody who has taken time out of their busy Saturday to watch a little bit of Yankee baseball. I appreciate you guys supporting the stream. If you have not, please hit the like button before you leave. We're at 28 likes. And I'm going to end in my traditional fashion with let's go Yankees, and we'll see you in the funny papers. Have a great rest of your night.
No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up. No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up. No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. I don't ever slow up.